Assalamu alaikum. Dear students, I welcome you all in this video class of mathematics. I hope you are all fine and are enjoying your vacations. Dear students, you know that in our FA1 and FA2 syllabus, we have three chapters. First chapter is large numbers, second one is addition and subtraction, and third one is multiplication. We have completed our first chapter, that is large numbers. Now we have to do second and third chapter. So we will start with our second chapter. And our second chapter is addition and subtraction. Okay, let's start. In this video class, we will deal with the basic concept of addition. Then we will study properties of addition, and then we will learn how to add large numbers. Then we will do checkpoint 1 and checkpoint 2. Okay, beta, let's learn what is addition. See, beta, addition means putting together two or more numbers. What is addition? Addition means putting together two or more numbers. Okay. For example, I have two apples. Okay. And my mother gives me three more apples. Now, how many apples do I have in total? I was having two apples. My mother gave me three apples. So how many apples do I have in total now? So I will count these two apples and then these three. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So I have 5 apples in total. Okay. So now there are two terms that are important in addition. First term is addend. First term is adding. And the next term is sum. See beta, the numbers that are added are called addends. Like here, I have 2 as my first number and 3 is my second number. So these numbers that I am adding, the numbers that we add, these numbers are called addends. Okay? Then when we add these two numbers and we get a result, likewise here I got 5. Okay, so the result or the answer that you get after adding two numbers, that answer is known as sum. What is that known as? Sum. Okay, beta. So you got it now that addition means putting together two or more numbers, and the numbers that are added together, that are added, are called addends. And the result that is obtained after the addition is called sum. Okay, beta. Now we will learn properties of addition. Okay, there are 4 properties that you need to learn about the addition. First property that you will always remember is order property. It is order property. Okay, beta. What is order property? Order property says that when we add two numbers, okay? Order property says that we can add two numbers in any order. We can add two numbers in any order. See beta, for example, here I have two numbers. This is 7 plus 5. What is 7 plus 5 equal? It's equal to 12. Okay, now what if I will add 7 to this 5? Okay, in another case, I will add 7 to this 5. In first case, I added 5 to this 7. Okay, in the second case, what am I doing? I'm just changing the order of these numbers. Here it was 7 plus 5. Now it is 5 plus 7. What is the answer? It is 12. It is 12. So you saw that when I added 5 to this 7, my answer was 12. When I added 7 to this 5, the answer remained same. It remained same. It didn't change. It didn't change. So we got this that if we add two numbers in any order, there will be no change in the sum. There will be no change in the sum. Coming to the next property, it is zero property. What is it? It is zero property. What does this property say? This property says you that whenever we add 0 to any number, whenever we add 0 to any number, the sum is the number itself. The sum is the number itself. For example, here I am having 6,789. Okay, and I am adding 0 to it. What will be the sum? The sum will be 6,789. For example, I am having 4 as my number and I will add 0 to it. What will be the sum? It will be 4. It means that whenever we add 0 to any number, the answer is the number itself. The answer is the number itself. Okay? It means that I was having 4 pens. Okay, and I didn't get any extra pens. So how many pens I am having? I am still having 4 pens. Okay, so this is zero property. Now coming to the third property of addition, that is grouping property. Okay, our third property is grouping property. What is it? It is grouping property. Grouping property says that upon adding 3 or more numbers, the sum remains the same even if we change the grouping of the addends. What does this mean? See beta, it means that if I am having, let me take 3 numbers. Okay, if I'm having 3 numbers, for example, I'm having 2, I'm having 4, and my another number is 3. Okay, and I'm supposed to add these 3 numbers. Okay, now I have 2 options here. Okay, first I will add the first 2 numbers. I will group them. I will group the first 2 numbers and I will add these 2. What is 4 plus 2 equal? It's equal 6. Then I will add this 6 to 3. Beta, what will be the answer? The answer will be 9. Now, in another case, I will again take these 3 numbers. But now, I will group last 2 numbers. I will keep first number as it is. So, I will write 2 and I will add 4 and 3. What is 4 and 3 equal? It's equal to 7. So what is the answer now? It is 9. In both the cases, the answer is same. There is no change in the answer. So we learned it that upon adding 3 or more numbers, the sum remains the same even if we change the grouping of the addends. It means that you can group numbers in any possible way. There will be no change in the sum. Is it clear, beta? Okay. Okay, now we will move to our last property of addition. Okay, beta, this property says that when we add 1 to a number, okay, so we get the successor of that number. It's as simple as it is. It says that when we add 1 to a number, we get the successor of that number. See beta, here what is the number? The number is 45,567. When I add 1 to this number, what will be the answer? The answer will be 45,568. Okay, beta? So, upon adding 1 to any number, you will get the successor of that number. Okay? See, beta? So, we learned the properties of addition. Okay? Our first property was Order property. It says that adding two numbers in any order will give the same sum. Second property is zero property. It says that whenever we add zero to any number, the sum is the number itself. Third property is grouping property. It says that upon adding three or more numbers, the sum remains the same even if we change the grouping of the addends. And the fourth property says that when we add 1 to a number, we get the successor of that number. I hope all of you have understood it now. Okay, now we will start our checkpoints. Okay, you will open your books and you will open your rough notebooks also. Open page number 24 of your books and also open your rough notebooks. Okay, open page number 24. Okay, beta. As you can see, there we are having first question and it's asking us find the sums. We have to find the sum. Okay, there are two addends. First addend is this and second addend is this and we have to add them. Okay, these two addends are already arranged in columns and now we have to add them. We know that we start addition from one's column. We always start addition from one's column. If you will look at this, you'll find that there is ones place, tens place, hundreds place, thousands place and 10,000 place. Okay. Now, we will start with the ones column. What is the first addend here, beta? It is 1. What is the next addend here? It is 7. What is 1 plus 7 equal to? It's equal to 8. Very good. Now, after doing this once, we will now move to next column. What is next column? It is tens column. Here we are having 6 and we are having 3 and 6. We are having 3 and 6. Now we have to add these two addends. What is 3 plus 6 equal? It's equal to 9. Very good. Now we will move to our hundreds column. Here we are having two addends. First one is 2 and another one is 4. What is 2 plus 4 equal? It's equal 6. It's equal 6. Very good. Now moving to thousands column. Here we are having 9 and 0. What is 9 plus 0 equal? It's equal to 9. Then we will move to our 10,000s column. What is 10 plus 1 equal? It's equal to 8. Okay, beta. So, our sum is 89,698. Okay. Upon adding these two addends, that is 79,231 and 10,467. We got the sum as 89,698. Okay, beta. So this was our part number A. You will stop the video here. You will pause it and you will do part number B that is written on your book. Okay. After doing part number B, we will do this part number C. Okay. See, beta. Here we are having two addends. First one is 23,476 and our second addend is 38,657. So, I told you that we have to start addition from one's column. Okay, beta? What is 6 plus 7? 6 plus 7 is 13. It is 13. So, it is 13, beta. We have to write this ones digit here in this column. And the digit that is next to it, we have to carry over this digit to the next column. Okay. What is next column? It's tens column. So we will carry over this 1 to this column beta. Okay. So 3 is written here and 1 is carried over to this column. Now we have to add these two addends and we have to add this carried over digit also. Okay. What is 10 plus 5? It's 12. And what is 12 plus 1? It's 13. Again, we got 13. We will write this ones digit here and we will take this digit to our next column and that is hundreds column. Okay. Now, what is 4 plus 6? 4 plus 6 is 10 and 10 plus 1 is 11. It is 11. We will write 1 here and we will take 1 to this column. Okay, 1 will be carried over to next column, that is thousands column. Here again, I have to add 8 and 3. What is 3 plus 8 equal? It's equal to 11. And what is 11 plus 1? It's 12. So, what will I write here? I will write 2 here and I will carry this 1 to next column and that column is 10,000 column. So, now we will add these addends here. What is 3 plus 2? It's 5. What is 5 plus 1? It is 6. Okay, beta. So, upon adding 23,476 and 38,657, my answer is here. I got the sum that is 62,133. Is it clear, beta? Is it clear? Okay. Okay, beta. So, we did part number C. Now, you will do part number D on your own, that too on your book. Okay? We will move to question number 2. Question number 2 is arrange in columns and add. What is question number 2? It is arrange in columns and add. Okay? So, our first part is 30,542 and 24,354. Okay? Okay, beta. See, what you will do before arranging these numbers in columns. Okay, we will first write down these places. We'll first write down ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, and 10,000s. After writing these places, what you will do is that you will look at the first addend. Okay, see, beta, this is ones, this is tens, hundreds, thousands, and this is 10,000s. Okay, so it means that 3 is at 10,000 place. Okay, so we will write this 3 under the column of 10,000. Okay, now this is 0. 0 is at thousands place. So I will write the 0 in thousands column. Now this is 5. 5 is at hundreds place. I will write this 5 in hundreds column. 4 is at tens place. I will write it in tens column. 2 is at ones place. I will write this 2 in ones column. Okay, beta? Now, I have to add, so I will put the symbol of plus here. Again, for doing this, I will check the places of it. Okay? This is ones, this is tens, this is hundreds, this is thousands, and this is 10,000s. Okay? It's same as the first addend. So I have to write this 2 in the 10,000s column, 4 in thousands column, this 3 in hundreds column, this 5 in this tens column, and this 4 in ones column. Now, what I have to do is that I have to add these two addends. I have to add these two addends. Okay. So, we will first add the addends present in the ones column. Okay. What is 2 plus 4 equal? It's equal 6. 4 plus 5 is 9. 5 plus 3 is 8. 0 plus 4 is 4. And 3 plus 2 is 5. So, the answer that I got is 54,896. Very good. Now, we will move to part number E. Okay. What is part number E? Here, I am having 67,395 as my first addend and 7,36,426 as my second addend. Okay. So, we will again write down the places first. But we will start from ones place. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s and lakhs. Okay, beta? So, what we will do now is that we will look at the first addition. Okay, beta? See, this is ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, and this 6 is at 10,000s place. So, I'm not supposed to write down this 6 here. Okay, why not, beta? Because this 6 is at 10,000s place and this is lakhs place. This is lakhs place. You will not start writing it from the leftmost place. Okay, you have to check at what place this digit is. At what place this digit is. Okay. So, this 6 was at. This 6 was at 10,000s place. So, I am supposed to write this 6. So, I am supposed to write this 6 at 10,000s place. We have to arrange these numbers in their proper columns. Okay. So, this 6 is at 10,000s place. So, I will write it in the 10,000s column. Then this 7 is at thousands place. I will write it in the thousands column. 3 in the hundreds, 9 in the tens, 5 in the ones column. Okay. Now, I have to add another number to it, beta. This is ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, and this is lakhs. Okay. Now, this 7 is at lakhs place. This 7 is at lakhs place. So, I will write this 7 in the lakhs column. I will write this 7 in the lakhs column. Okay. And don't write this 7 here. Okay. Don't write this 7 before this 6. Okay. You have to write this second edit in the second row. In the second row. So, here I will write 7 in the lakhs column, then 3, then 6, then 4 in hundreds, 2 in tens, and 6 at ones place. Okay. So, we will now, after arranging them in the columns, we will start our addition now. Okay. So, we will add first this addends of one column. What is 5 plus 6 equal? It's equal to 11. I told you that whenever the sum exceeds 9, whether it is 10 or 11 or anything else, okay, you cannot write that 11 here. You cannot write that 11 here. You have to just write down the digit that is present at one's place. What is present at one's place? It's 1. So I will write 1 here. 1 will be carried over to the next column, and that's tens column. That is tens column. What is 9 plus 2? It's 11. What is 11 plus 1? It's 12. So, I will write 2 here and 1 will be carried to hundreds column. What's 4 plus 3? It's 7. 7 plus 1 is 8. Okay, beta. What is 7 plus 6? It's 13. It's 13. I will not write 13 here. I will just write 3 here. I will only write 3 here. And I will carry over this 1 to the 10,000s column. What is 6 plus 3? It's 9. 9 plus 1 is 10. 9 plus 1 is 10. I will write 0 here and 1 will be carried over to the next column. What is 10 plus 1 equal? It's equal 8. It's equal 8. Okay, beta. So, our answer is 8. So, our answer is 8,03,821. Okay, beta. Now, what you will do is that you will do all the remaining parts of this question yourself. Okay? You will do all these parts yourself. Okay? But you have to keep in mind that you have to arrange the addends in the proper columns. Okay? We will move to question number 3. Of our checkpoint 1. Okay, beta. See, here the question is fill in the blanks. Okay? This is written on page number 25 of your books. Page number 25 of your books. Okay. So we will start with our first part. Okay, beta. See, in this question, you have to apply the properties of addition. What do you have to apply? You have to apply the properties of addition. Okay, so our first part is 12,341. This is our first addend, and our second addend is 67,543. Here it's written is equal. It says that if I will add these two addends, it will be equal to this addend and this addend. It's not given here. Okay. So there is the blank in your book. Okay, you have to think like this. Okay, if this is first addend and this one is the second addend, what is it? Here the first addend is at the second place. It means that our second addend will be at first place. Like if I'm having 2 plus 3, what is it equal? It's equal to 5. Can I write this 2 plus 3 as 3 plus 2? Yes, of course. Okay. This again equal to 5. Okay. So this property, it is here order property. It's here order property. Okay, beta. Now we will move to our part number B. Okay. So this part B is 56,238 is added to some number that I don't know. Okay. And the answer is 56,239. Okay. So you will think like this. Okay, this is 56,238 and this is 56,239. Here it is the successor of this number. Why? Because it's 238 here and it's 239 here. Okay, it means that it is the successor property. We say that if we add 1 to the number, we get the successor of that number. Okay, so the digit that will be in this blank, it will be 1. Okay, now we will move to part number C. Here the number is 6,52,194. Okay, we have added something to it, but we don't know. Okay, but the result that we got or the sum that we got, it's again 6,52,194. It's same. It is same. Okay, and you learn one property, that is zero property. Okay, you know that whenever we add zero to any number, the answer is the number itself. Okay. So, the number that will be present here in the blank, it must be 0. Okay. Now, moving to the D part. Okay. Here it is. First number is this, 47,632. And our second number is 65,672. And the third number is 22,376. Okay. What he has done here is that he has grouped the last two numbers first. And then he has added first number to their sum. Okay. So, here there is written is equal and here it is first number. Then there is the blank. And we don't know what is there. Okay. So then there is another number. So if you will observe this part, you will find that this is the question of grouping property. Okay. Here what he has done, he has kept the first number as it is and he has added the last two numbers, and it will be equal to, if we will first add first two numbers and then the last number. So the second number that is here, that is 65,672. It will be in this blank again. Okay. Got it, beta? So this is grouping property. I hope you all have got this now. So what you will do is that you will write down this checkpoint on your notebook. You have to write question number 2 on your notebook. You will keep question number 1 and 3 on your books. Okay.